Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. As always, this will be our weekly watch list video highlighting the 5 plays of the week that we are watching. That being said, the 5 plays this week, the first one being Apple, second one being Ford, third one being Oracle, fourth one being GM, and then the fifth one being mRNA. Hope you guys all have a great green week and find this video enjoyable. Thanks. So getting things started as we do in all the videos, the first thing that we like to do is break down the market. What can we expect to see from the market and what have we seen in the past week? So the proxy I'm going to be using today again is going to be /NQ, as I have used in the previous videos. Basically what this is it's going to be tracking the NASDAQ market, is going to be the NASDAQ 100 index futures. For those of you trading things like Apple, Amazon, Tesla, all of those, the NASDAQ market will track these a lot closer than, say, if you were tracking the Dow Jones. So that being said, really what we see here is we get this lower low from last week, catching multiple bids here at 15,600. You can see we broke down below this level on 12.3 and also 12.6. Continued to bounce here before that really strong day we had on 12.7. However, the volume still is strongest to the downside, so I do not see a complete reversal yet to the upside unless we do break this 16,450 region, which you can see we've touched multiple times. We touched it here on 11.26, we failed on 11.29, we also failed on 11.30 before that rejection, and this was actually the high here on 11.5 at the beginning of November before we pulled back right down into the 16,000 region. So for upside this week, we really need this level to break out here at that 16,450 region. Continuous offers on the ask here. A lot of asking pressure on /NQ at the 16,450 region. If we do get a breakout, I do think we can test up here to that 16,650 region here in the coming week. But again, that 16,450 region is very key. If we do break out, expecting a strong support region at this level, as it has continuously been a very important level here on /NQ. Overall, the strongest base support we have is down here at 15,615. So if we do get more selling pressure coming this week, expecting a bottom bounce here at this level, better risk to reward entry at this region down here. That being said, that covers the market, what we saw from the market in the past week, and what we expect to see in the coming week. The first play of the week, one that's been extremely strong lately, I'm sure all of you have seen it, it's going to be Apple. Continued strength here on Apple, continues to trade high volume. Great trend move here, pushing to all-time highs after forming this doji candle here, actually inverted hammer, but continued upside here. Very strong strength here on Friday. Again, some of that's contributed to the NASDAQ strength, which Apple is becoming more and more heavily weighted in that as the market cap reaches towards that $3 trillion level. So pushing up here almost 3% on Friday, trading 1.2x normal amount of volume. Continued higher highs here. Now we are at all-time highs, so there are no real levels to watch quite yet. We do have to resort to intraday levels here. You can see 179.63 was the high here, but we are pushing up in the after hours. Loving this trend move here. If we do get some selling pressure, expecting this 176 support region below to hold up here as a support level on this. But again, watching this one, great trend move, has had so much strength here relative to the NASDAQ, actually holding up the NASDAQ market in general. If you guys have noticed, a lot of high growth stocks, a lot of large caps have been selling off. The only reason that the market is holding up is from large cap techs like Apple and Microsoft holding up the market, specifically Apple being so heavily weighted. So 176 support below. If we do get pullback here, expecting a bounce of that region, do think we have potential for 180, 185 here on Apple in the coming week if we can get continued strength here on this one. Again, we'll have to resort to intraday levels as we are pushing towards uncharted territory here on Apple. Second one that's been a quiet mover lately, but super strong, as is the sector. The automobile sector, very strong here. Ford fitting in with that manner. Trading 1.5x volume here on Friday, pushing to all-time highs. Nice gap here off of a 20 consolidation. So we get this push up here on 11.9. Great trend move, power earnings gap move off of this 1027 earnings report. Pushing up, making higher highs into consolidation, which again, guys, consolidation is very good in trend moves for continuation to the upside. Or on the flip side, if it's a downtrend move, you like to see consolidation for the healthiness of that trend. Pushing here, finally breaking out over this region here that we formed at previous all-time highs at 2081. Volume coming in, meaning it's a better confirmation of this breakout here on this daily chart for Ford. Would like to see a movement over 2150 towards the close here on Friday on Ford. There's a lot of asks at that 2150 region, so it will be a critical region here to watch on Friday. We weren't able to break that region here on Friday, so on Monday, I'm going to be watching if we can break that 2150 region with potential to see 22 on this one. Very, very strong strength here. If we do get some selling pressure, expecting that 2080 region to act as a support level below. As always, watch volume to ideally confirm here on this one. Ford is a typical one that doesn't have very good premiums, and what I mean by that is a lot of times option premiums are, say, $14 a contract, which takes a very big movement or advancement in the underlying to actually see your option price move. Keep that in mind when watching Ford here, but looking very, very strong here. Consolidation base breakout with volume. Confirmation tomorrow, or on Monday, excuse me. I would ideally like to see that 2150 region breakout here. Third one, another one we've played. Oracle, prime example of a power earnings gap move set up here, gapping up on huge volume, trading 6x the normal amount of volume. Now, that's expected when you do have an earnings report. You do have a beat like we did get here on Oracle, a great guidance increase. Very, very nice gap through here of all-time highs at 98.95. Now, we did see some selling pressure in this 106 region, pulling back here, actually opening up towards 100, but expecting this 100 region to be very, very strong below if we do get some selling pressure, expecting a bounce level at this region. Could be a better risk to reward entry if you are going to be swinging this with that 98.95 support region below. However, being a day trader, we'll be eyeing this one. If we can get some strength here on this one over that 106.34 region, again, you can see here on this volume scanner, a lot of sellers taking the open, but overnight gapping up huge on a lot of bids. So watching this, see if we can get continuation over 106 here with potential to see 110 on this one in the coming week. Such a strong mover here, that 98.95 could give us a pullback opportunity for a bounce. So keep an eye on this if you do see some selling pressure on Oracle, expecting that 98.95 support region to hold up on this one. Fourth play, sector strength here again, same setup as Ford. Let's zoom out on this one on the weekly chart. You can see we're pulling back here. We get this breakout pullback. Buyers, I really, really like the buyers here on this one last week. You can see we pushed down and we really had these buyers coming in from 57 all the way up here to 60. So it shows you the buying strength below from that 57 to 60 region. And again, this one's going to be trading here. We're up 6% on Friday. So very, very strong move. Secular strength here on this one as well. Key here is going to be in this region here around 63.50. You can see we failed to break this region here on 4.5. We failed to break this weekly region on 5.31, as well as 6.7, as well as 11.15, and then before that 11.22. So that means there's a lot of selling pressure in this region, but if we do get a breakout over this selling pressure, you could expect to see a lot of buyers taking this on a clear confirmation breakout here. So let's toggle back over to the daily chart. Again, looking very, very strong. That 60 support region going to be a key level. You can see, again, as I mentioned, that 63.50 region to 64. Very, very key level to break out here for an all-time high push here on GM. But again, secular strength, very strong. Trading some abnormal volume here, which is always a key checkpoint when you are looking for setups. Nice volume movement here. Let's see if we can get that 63.50, 64 breakout for that all-time high push here on GM in the coming week for secular strength continuation. Last play, I'm sure it's one that a lot of you have been watching. This is one that has been beat down lately. This earnings gap down way down here. However, the earnings from year over year, very, very strong. 7.7 EPS versus negative 0.69 the year before. So obviously, Moderna fundamentals going to be very, very strong here. Really what I liked seeing here is the amount of bids taking this 235 support region below. So on Friday, Moderna gapped way down off the open. It was down almost 10%. You can see how many buyers were taking this gap down, pushing it all the way from 235 up here to 265. So a $30 increase here on Moderna. Obviously, a lot of buying pressure below, trading 1.25x the normal amount of volume. Really what I like to see is the amount of bids taking this. A lot of strength here at 235. I do think we have potential to see 285 here on this one. Now, with all the news around COVID, the Omicron variant and all that, this is obviously going to be a news-related play, but looking strong here on this. If we do retest or we do get some selling pressure, expecting this 235.06 support region to hold up here on the coming week. That being said, that wraps up our video. If you did find this helpful, if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you are interested in getting our private course alerts and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. Hope you all have a great week and look forward to trading with those of you on the team on Monday. Thank you.